Well, hello again, and welcome to our channel. As you can see from the background, that is the Washington Monument. Me and my wife are down in Washington, D.C. for 4 days. It's April 2023, and it's pretty crowded. The crowds down here are really popular from March to July, and we made one big mistake. We didn't get tickets in advance, and it's sold out. They do sell a bunch of tickets in the morning, but you got to get here at 8:45. If you're not here and waiting online, then you're out of luck. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go up to the top. My wife was looking forward to it, but we're going to have to do that next time. All right, give you a little facts here about the monument. It was designed by a man named Robert Mills. They say he was also responsible for designing the post office. And it was completed by a man named Thomas Casey. It was first started in 1848, and construction was gone to 1854. Then they ran out of money. And then back in 1876, they started back up, and it was completed in 1884. At that time, it was 555 feet tall, and it was the tallest building, or basically tallest anything in the United States. Also in the monument is a zinc time capsule where there's copies of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, a portrait of Washington, an American flag, and all the coins that were in circulation and newspapers from the 14 states. No one knows exactly where it is. That's the way they put it. And the saying was the only people that would be able to get it out would be aliens. So I tried doing some research, and there's really nothing stating if it's at the top or at the bottom. So it's something I got to keep looking into. But I guess it's still part of a good mystery for everybody to look at. Another thing you'll notice is the monument is basically 3 different colors. If you look at the bottom, is mostly white. The top is like a tannish pink. And then kind of like a whitish light brown in the middle. And that was because of it being done in different times, and also different stones they used from different quarries. A lot of them had actually shut down by the time the top part was finished. So if you come down, you can definitely see 3 different shades of color. Little known facts. When completed, the monument cost $1.8 million. In today's day and age, that'd be roughly about 30 to 35. Also, there's only about 500,000 people that go to the top. That's because the elevator only holds 55 people at a time, and it only goes once every half hour. So you can't really get that many people up there. I was kind of shocked when I found that out. I thought there'd be millions, but it's not even 1 million. It's only 500,000. All right, we're just going to walk around now and do a little video. We're going to catch you guys up in a little later as we walk to the World War II Memorial. We're going to do that today, but we'll catch you up when we get over there, okay? And that right there, my wife is zooming out. That is a Lincoln Memorial. And that's another one we have coming for you. All right, now we're walking away from the monument, and we're using the pathway system. I'll tell you one thing, it was crowded today. Like I said earlier, their busy season is from March to July, and this right now is the World War II Memorial. This was a spectacular place. They did have a lot of groups come here. So you see, there's it doesn't look like a lot of people that you would think, but this place is so big, and when you're really looking from the outside, there's a lot of people here today. All you'll see is buses going round and round and round. But this, like I said, this was a really nice area. You see all the columns. They have all the 50 states listed, a bunch of fountains. So we're going to show you a lot of this, and I hope you really enjoy it. Just to give you some facts, the memorial, it was opened up in April of 2004, and it opened up early. And there were a lot of people grateful for that because a lot of the World War II veterans were getting older. And they did have a special for them to come down and look through it. There's also 4,048 gold stars. Each star represent 100 military demises. This makes 400,000 the number of American soldiers, sailors, Marines, jet pilots, and other military personnel that lost their life. A fact that I did not know was when American soldiers went to war, the families back home would display a flag in the window. The flag would have a blue star on the white background with red borders. When they did receive news of a death of a loved one, they would replace the blue star with a gold one. And the gold star would indication the family's sacrifice. Also, it was designed by Frederick St. Florin. He was an Austrian-American architect. His design was picked out of almost 400 other designs that were selected and put into for a committee. Now, the memorial has 56 granite columns that represents 48 states, 7 federal territories, and the District of Columbia. These are symbols of triumph for the country during World War II, displayed at the Fountain Center. There are also 2 43-foot tall arches on the opposite sides. One's representing the victory of Atlantic. The other is representing the victory of the Pacific. Now, this memorial is made up of mostly granite. There are at least 17,000 separate stones that make up the memorial. Now, one little mystery around here is you got the Kilroy was here sign. Now, there's 2 of them. This is something me and my wife missed. But walking around the memorial, they say you can find 2 signs that say Kilroy was here. This is an American symbol from World War II. American soldiers would inscribe those words and doodle them on numerous locations during the war. It was something that just keep jokes going, and I guess trying to keep morale up for different folks. Right here, you can see all the different states. These are, like I said, the pillars that go around it, and you have all the states. They're not in order. I think they just put them. There was no alphabetical order, but you'll see a lot of people getting down here. They find their state what they're from, and that's where they're taking the pictures. Also, like you just saw a wreath. A lady just put that down, and I could only think that that's where she's from, or her family was from that state. And then here's the fountain. I mean, the fountain is spectacular. Also, one thing we missed, we had a long day down here. I mean, we put 14,000 steps on, and we left about, around 6:30. But they say you got to come back at night. You got to look at it with the lights. They say it's absolutely gorgeous. And that's a trip that me and my wife already talked about. We're going to do that next year. And we're going to do a lot of different ones at night because they say it's really, really nice and really beautiful with the lights. So, like I said, I mean, if you guys get time, this is a great trip to take just with your wife or a loved one or with the kids because there's a lot to do. But I will tell you, it does get hot down here, and there is a lot of walking. Restrooms are far in between, and they get crowded. Food is another thing. You got to know where you're going to find the food. But like I said, this was a great time. We loved it. We had a great time, and like I said, I hope if you're watching that you enjoyed it. I hope you got in some insight. I hope that you decide to take a trip down there. Like I said, it's spectacular. And again, the busy season down here is March through July. They say August and September, October, they shut down a little. Not shut down, but calm down. But again, me and my wife, we don't know. We may come next year, or we may come in November. We're not too sure what we're going to do, but we're definitely going to come down here again. So like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this. You got a couple more minutes to go. Just watch the view. This is when we're leaving. These are all the trails around it. These trees right here, these are also the cherry trees that everybody talks about. You can see they're out of bloom. But like I said, this is a really spectacular area, and I think you'll enjoy it. We got more videos coming. If you like it, please subscribe, and we thank you, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.